This is Higher Maths, it's practice paper D and we're looking at question 7 in the calculator paper. Okay, just looking at the setup of this question here, it looks like an exponential log type question that we've got here. Quite a standard type of question that we've got, so let's work through this one and see what we've got. So the number of bacteria in a culture after T hours is given by this expression here, where B0 is the original number of bacteria present. The number of bacteria in a culture increases from 800, which would be the original number, to 2400 in 2 hours. Find the value of K, correct to 3 significant figures. 3 marks for this one here. Let's start by setting up the equation, okay, that we've got. So we've got B is equal to B0 and e to the kt. Okay, so B0 is the original number, so I'm going to substitute 800 into B0 and 2400 into this number here, this part here, and for T it takes 2 hours. So just substituting that in straight away, I've got 2400 is equal to 800 e to the k times 2. Okay, right, so that's me got that set up. What I'll then do is I'll just divide first of all to get the e to the power on its own, and I'll just change that round to 2k. Okay, that's going to give me 3 on this side, so 3 is equal to e to the 2k, and from there what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that from the exponential form straight to the log form to try and solve that there. So what I've got here is, I'll say that 2k is equal to, and it's log to whichever base is here, and it's a log to the base e and of 3. Okay, so from there I can work out the value of k by just dividing that there by 2, and that should give me my answer for that one there. Now remember, when we're doing a log to the base e, it's going to be the ln button that we're going to use over here. So if I press the ln button, that'll give me a log to the base e, and I'll put 3 in there. Okay, I'll just then divide that by 2, and what I should get out of that is 0.54936. So we'll go for 0.549306. It continues on, but to 3 significant figures. That's not significant. This one is 49 complete. Okay, and that's to 3 significant figures. That's part A complete. Let's look at part B. For part B, how many bacteria, so how many bacteria to the nearest 100 are present after a further 4 hours? Okay, so what we can do here is we can add 4 hours onto this one here, and we could start with the 2400 and add 4 hours onto that. So let's start with the formula again. B is equal to B0 E, and I can make a change here because I've now worked out the value of K, which is 0.549, and that's times whatever T or value that we've got, whatever time that we have there. Right, so what I'm looking for is to work out the number of bacteria that will be present, and what we're going to do is we're going to start with 2400, and they're going to be e to the power of 0.549, and it's going to be an additional 4 hours onto the 2 that's there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put that into the calculator and just work it through. So I've got 2400, what I'll do is I'll times that by e, let's see, so there we go, so 2400 and times e to the power of, and what I'll do is I'll go for 0.549, and that's times 4. Okay, and that there should give me my final answer. So what I've got there is 21573, that's going to be 0.565, continuing on, and what I'll do is I have to round that to the nearest 100, which is 21600 to nearest 100. Okay. Right, so that would be the question complete. Or what you could have done, you could have started with working out what the bacteria would be if you started at 800, and what we did was 0.549 and we call that 6 hours. 6 hours from the start. Instead of adding 4 hours on, just saying it's a total of 6 hours. If I use my calculator for that, just substitute that in, I should get 21560.36. So slightly different from the value that we've got up here, but when we round it, it'll be 21600 to nearest 100. So two options that you've got there to work that one through. Let's see the marking for this one here. So we've got 3 marks for part A, and what I'll go for is, I'll go for 1 mark for setting up this line first of all, okay? That's the first line. I'm going to get 1 mark for changing from exponential form to log form, which is very important with this type of question, so make sure you know how to do that. And then finally, the last mark for getting that correct to 3 significant figures. And let's go for this one here. I'll go for 1 mark for setting up this part here. I'm going to just go for 1 mark for that and 1 mark for that there to the nearest 100. So that'll be 3 marks that are there. So what we're getting is we're testing that we can use logs and log to the base e. And what we're doing here is we're just making sure that we can use the exponential button in the calculator. So what we've got here is we've got a total of 6 marks.